Hi guys, so had a little bit of a mare with this video. I originally did it just as one, but it's too long for YouTube, so I'm going to have to split it up into 3 parts. So this is part 1. I hope you enjoy and let me know what you think, if you agree with my opinions on all the characters, if you like Love Actually, if you disagree that it's not the best Christmas film ever. Yeah, let me know. Hi everyone, welcome back. So I had another video planned for today, but since overnight we've gone into tier 4, it didn't really feel appropriate. I didn't really feel while I sat there editing it, and it just made me a little bit depressed because I went to the shops and life was busy, things were open, and we weren't in lockdown, and yeah, life was less shit. So, welcome back. Yeah, and I guess for those of you who don't know, I'm currently one of these lucky people in the southeast that has been moved into tier 4, so I commiserate with the rest of you. Last night I felt really shit about it, but I put on my favourite Christmas film last night and I feel a little bit better now, so I thought I would do a video on that. So my favourite Christmas film is Love Actually. I don't know if that's fairly obvious, but I love Love Actually. I can't tell you how much I love it. I remember going to see it in the cinema when it first came out. I remember almost getting into trouble for going to see it, or not because I went to see it, but because I think I was meant to be doing something else. I think maybe I'd skived to school or something, or in college, because I was 17 when it came out, 16, 17, and I was in 6th form college. And I think I should have been in a lesson, you know, learning stuff so I could pass my A levels, or AS levels then. But yeah, I went to see Love Actually as well. Instead, I went to see Love Actually instead, which, yeah, probably shouldn't have done, but hey, it's an awesome Christmas film, so I do not regret it one little bit. Passed my AS levels, it was fine. Got into uni, got a degree, got a job, had plenty of jobs in my life, it's been fine. Missing that one lesson, or 2 lessons, however many lessons it was, to go and see Love Actually hasn't done me particularly any harm in my life, I don't think. So there you are, moral of the story. Don't go to your lessons, go and watch a Christmas film instead in the cinema. I remember coming out and sitting on the steps of the cinema with my friend, on the steps outside this cinema with my friend, and us both just feeling this sense of joy, us coming out of the cinema, and I think that's something really special. I think that's what's so special about Richard Curtis films. He's done, you know, he did 4 Weddings and a Funeral and Notting Hill and the first 2 Bridget Jones's Diary films. He wrote The Vicar of Dibley. I mean, who doesn't feel joy when you watch The Vicar of Dibley? Dawn French and Richard Curtis, what more could you want? Apart from Hugh Grant as Prime Minister and Richard Curtis. Yeah, I just love it. I think part of the reason I love it so much is because it is so British. I think it is possibly the most British film ever, and it's just, it's so British. It's full of all these brilliant British actors, and they're national treasures. Hugh Grant is a national treasure. Emma Thompson is a national treasure. Martine McCutcheon. Tiffany died in EastEnders. I still haven't got over the fact that Tiffany died. But it's fine, Tiffany came back, and Tiffany will live on in Love Actually, and she ends up with the Prime Minister. I can't remember who Tiffany married in. Was Tiffany married to one of the Mitchell brothers in EastEnders? I can't remember. Maybe I'll look that up and do a little edit. But Martine McCutcheon, for those of you who have never watched EastEnders or aren't British and watch this, Martine McCutcheon plays Hugh Grant's love interest, Natalie, in Love Actually, and she was in one of our long-running soaps, EastEnders. Her character was called Tiffany, and as happened in the soap, she didn't have a particularly easy life of it, but she was a lovely character. She was a great character, and for a long time in like the late 90s, she was really loved. Martine McCutcheon, like, she was a national treasure. She still is a national treasure. I don't know what she's up to now. I haven't seen her since Love Actually. She had a single as well that was really good. Sorry, going off on a tangent here. But this is why I love Love Actually, because it's all these faces that I've grown up with, and that I just love it. And I think it's so nice to watch something that is the best of your culture, the best of your country's culture. It is the best of British. It is so British. It is the best of all of us. And at the moment, it's hard to feel proud of being British at the moment. I don't want to get into politics, but Brexit and our government, the shit. And it's hard to feel proud. So it's nice to look back to 17 years ago before all the shit hit the fan and be like, remember the good old days when all you had to worry about was the Iraq War. But just Love Actually just fills me with a warmth. I don't know how to say it better than that. It just makes me feel warm inside, and it makes me feel happy, and I just love it. So I thought I'd do a little bit of something on each of the kind of like love interests and the characters and stuff throughout. So I wanted couples in Love Actually, and I thought I would start with Billy Mack and Joe, because it's just, their relationship is just, it's so British, and I love it. Like I said, this film to me is just everything that is great about being British. And I think the fact that Christmas is that time where, I don't know, especially in the UK, we play, like, there's certain songs by bands that were in the 90s and the early noughties. So like there was a boy band called E17 who changed the name to E17, and they had a Christmas song gets played every Christmas year, and a band called S Club 7 as well, they have a song that gets played every year. And I guess like Mariah as well, she has a Christmas song that is played every year. So the thing is, if you can get a Christmas hit, if you can get a Christmas #1 or a hit at Christmas, then you're set for life. And it's a big comeback for some people. Yeah, a lot of people, especially in the UK, I think, I don't know about other countries, they release Christmas singles to try and kind of boost their ratings and stuff, which is what Billy Mack does with the help of his longtime manager Joe. And I think that relationship is so interesting, because you look at it and from the outside you think, oh, he's so mean to his manager, like, but that's a relationship that's obviously been built over years and years, and they're men of a certain generation who can't admit that they have not necessarily romantic feelings for each other, but they love each other as friends and as people. And you know, some of my friends I consider them the loves of my lives, because they've been there for me through everything, and they're such special people, and my life would definitely not be the same without them. And I think that's what Billy comes to realise throughout the course of the film, is that Joe's that person for him. Joe is his person. Like in Grey's Anatomy, when Meredith and Christina say they're each other's person, if Billy Mack killed someone, Joe would be the person he called to come and help him move the body. I've got a friend like that. If I killed someone, she would be the person I called to move the body. Not that Love Actually shows you all kinds of different love. It's not just necessarily romantic love, which I think is something we get caught up in a lot. It's actually something I wish that Taylor Swift, who writes so much about love, would do. Focus on the other kinds of loves in your life, like your love of your parents, your love of your family, your love of your friends. And that's what this is about. For me, anyway. I'm sure other people might read other things into it. But for me, I read it as, you know, he realises that that's his Bezzy. His mate, he loves him. Not in a romantic way, but just like, that's his person. Joe is Billy's person.